So this is the last deck that I ordered that I haven't looked at, but the cards feel so amazing, and they're probably the most beautiful one yet. Like, look at that color, blues and purples and everything, and the pyramid. So I ordered a bunch more cards that are coming in soon because I'm addicted now, and I want to like just do more questions and do more messages and explore this. It's like fun doing tarot readings. That's what I'm being called to do right now. I don't know how long I'll be doing it for because I still want to do my poems. I still want to do my messages, but I'm being called to do this for now. But yeah, basically with this deck, I want to do what message does the universe have for the divine feminine? What message does the universe have for the divine feminine? So the first card I got, if you can see this nice, the woman standing there, and it says your life is a canvas. And do you see like how she just like has her hand out and she's kind of like just creating? So it says artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So yeah, this is so beautiful. Wow. And all the colors. Um, so yeah, so basically this is all talking about manifestation, right? The universe wants you to know your life is a canvas. Start thinking thoughts of what you want to create. What's the life that you see for yourself? Your life is like a blank canvas. You can create anything you want. This is a 3D world, a matrix that we're living in, a simulation, basically. And if you don't see it like that, then you're going to be trapped in their matrix and not have a way out. So, divine feminine, you need to see your life as a canvas and not just getting caught in autopilot and giving and doing for others. Start thinking and spending time in manifestation if you haven't been already, or you've been getting sidetracked, like you do it for a bit and then you come out of it and you go back to it. Spend more time in silence and meditation. Like, I know you're probably busy maybe and you don't have a lot of time, but devote 5 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at lunch. Like, make time for manifestation before you go to bed even, so that you can start painting your canvas, creating the life that you want. Like, for example, I'll just give you an example, is that when you start raising your vibration and changing and start manifesting what you like I'm still working on that. I manifested a few months ago what I wanted, but it's like consistently thinking about those things, not just putting it out into the universe and waiting for it to happen. It's, yeah, taking aligned action on what the universe is telling you, but keep manifesting. Even the little things, like the simplest things, manifest how you want your reality to look at. Like this is how that you know that you're raising your vibration and you're manifesting the things that you want, and things that you didn't even really think about, but on a subconscious level that you did. So, for example, the area that I live in is like a small town / vacation area, right? So everything closes from the end of October to the end of March, right? So it's like almost like a ghost town in my little area. But if you go like 10 minutes, it's like the quote unquote town, and it has more stuff that's opened. But when everything closed, it was like this area is a little bit of a, like, they haven't renovated. It's nice, but they haven't like made it more modern in terms of the restaurants and stuff like that. They've been here for a long time, but all of a sudden this year, people started like my building started renovating. And what floor did they start with when they started renovating? My floor, right? And they did all the painting, they changed the walls, like they just did all these things to just boost it up to make it look nicer. And it was like not even a lot of things, but just the simplest things boosted it up like drastically. And they're now even adding like another sliding door that you have to get in that's automatic, and all of these things that they're adding just within my building. And it's just because I started raising my vibration. And when you vibrate higher, automatically your reality has to reflect that. So things started to be beautified, and I started to be beautified, glowing from the inside and out. Because I started glowing from the inside and out, my whole surrounding started. And it's not just that. Like, okay, if it was just one incident, then I'd be like, okay, wow, my building did it, right? But like, no, it's the store down the street that's been there for 30 years changed their sign, made it look all modern. The other store that I go to, the owner that I always go to, and he's usually open all winter, but he closed this winter, so I could only go to the grocery store, which is a little bit of a walk to get water and whatever. Anyway, side note. But he opened a restaurant right next door to that store. And it's like this beautiful 2 level floor, high end, like super nice restaurant. Like just walking past it, you're like, wow, that's beautiful. Like all white, like nice. So it's like the whole area started to become more beautified because of the fact that like I started to see myself as that. And I started to even, I think I was even thinking about like, oh, I wish they changed the paint on these walls. And oh, I wish they did this. Like just in passing, I was thinking about it. Like, oh, I don't like looking at these walls. And all of a sudden they did it. So it's like you don't realize how powerful you are. And you become that powerful when you start looking at the world as a canvas, right? When you start just saying things into existence, whether you believe that they're going to become true or not, they start to come true because you start working on yourself, you start working on your passion, you start doing the things that raise your vibration, eating healthy, doing good in this world, all of these things, and then your world naturally reflects it. We create our own reality, and I don't think enough people understand how manifestation works and what that actually means by we create our own reality when there's so much messed up stuff happening in this world. There's always going to be messed up stuff. But in your reality, where you are, what you see day to day, you can shift that entire reality to the way you want it just by your frequency. So this is like really important. Your creative accountability. You are the creator. You paint, throw that paintbrush. You take accountability for what you create. You take accountability for the thoughts that you create, your perspective that you have, and that's what shifts your reality. So really pay attention to the thoughts that you're having. I'm not saying not to have negative thoughts. Sometimes we have thoughts that are emotional, negative, all of these things, and we're not supposed to just push them aside. That's like repressing them. No, we're supposed to work through them and see them and be like, okay, this is what I'm feeling right now. Why am I feeling like this? And don't be emotionally reactive in those situations. Let it pass. Let yourself work through it. And then if you need to communicate with someone, talk to them then. But don't talk to them when you're in an emotionally reactive state. Start working through those thoughts. Is this thought real? Is this out of insecurity? Where is this thought coming from? This is what it means by your life is a canvas. All your thoughts, everything that you do is a canvas. How do you want to show up in this world? You know, there was a long spiel, but it needed to be said because this triggered it, and I hope that like resonated with you and you understand what I'm saying about that because it's really meaningful. It means something. So this card, it's super beautiful again, right? You see these two people looking at each other and mirroring each other, and the colors are just like purple, and there's like energy coming out from the ground, right? Like grounding on the earth. These two people are fully on the earth. They're probably barefoot. I can't see, but they have the roots coming out, right? And then the energy's going up, right? And why is this happening as well? Is this card says, I'm sorry. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. So this all has to do with apologizing for your wrongs, apologizing and having forgiveness for people that have wronged you. Whether you keep them in your life or not, we still have to have forgiveness for people. And I never understood this concept because I'd be like, why? How can I forgive that person after they treated me so horribly? Like they don't deserve my forgiveness. But what I'm starting to realize and I'm finally accepted is forgiveness is about ourselves. When we don't forgive people, we just have hate in our heart for them and we don't release that negativity that's inside of us. But when we say, you know what, that person's just another soul who's wounded and based on their environment, it's made them the way they are. Like they have trauma just as much as I have trauma. But I just chose not to let that trauma diminish my light. I still decided to show up in the world and promote love and give love and everything. I'm not saying I'm perfect. No, I've had moments where I've been mad and bitter and selfish and all of these things. I've had moments like that in my state of being angry, in my state of being low. But through me seeing that and having the self-awareness and doing the healing work, I've come out of those states, right? And decided to be like, no, I'm not going to just be, I'm not a revengeful person, so I'm not going to be revengeful towards you. I'm not going to do all these things so that I get bad karma on my soul. No, I'm not going to do that because of what you did. You'll deal with your own karma and the universe will serve what's right for you or not, you know? And so it's like, hold on, this is going to cut. I have to do another video. So yeah, you need to have forgiveness with people, because forgiveness is just about letting go of the hate in your heart, letting go of the resentment, the anger, the revenge. Because as soon as you forgive someone, you stop thinking about it, you stop obsessing about it, you let it go, and you sometimes you can reach out if you feel like you're at fault, then reach out and apologize to that person so that you make amends and you can release it from your soul, whether they forgive you or not. um, but yeah, we just need to forgive and see things from someone else's perspective. See things like, even if they did the things to hurt you, see things of like what they were going through, why they are the way they are. Like, try to see things from a bigger perspective, right? Like, at the end of the day, when people hurt people, right? That's the sentence that we always say. And um and um and basically, people that are hurt are just wounded children that got hurt as kids and are hurt throughout their lives, and or something very traumatic happened to them, and then they hurt other people, right? So they don't deal with that trauma, they bury it away, and then they lash out on others. And this could also be that someone coming in to say I'm sorry to you, someone owes you an apology, either family members, friends, a lover. Someone wants to apologize to you for the way they treated you, and for not valuing you, and not understanding what you meant in their life and the value that you added to their life. So this is um, someone, are you righting past wrongs? So whatever you did to a person or whatever they did to you, or both you guys coming together to right wrongs, because it's never one person just doing the wrong. It takes two to tangle. So both of you guys could be coming together and righting a wrong. Apologize, it's not being defensive, right? It's putting your defenses down and being vulnerable and taking accountability and apologizing. So this is why it says defensiveness and uprooting. That's why it's the root, right? When you're apologizing, you're uprooting the pain that you inflicted on that person. So, and when you forgive, you're uprooting the pain that was inflicted on you. You're releasing it out into the universe. So yeah, I'm sorry. That's something that's coming in. And trust the timing. So this could be trust the timing, create your manifestations, paint your canvas, and then there's I'm sorry coming. You don't know when it's coming, so just trust divine timing of when it's supposed to come. And it says trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So if you've been doing this stuff, like maybe the universe is saying that you've been doing this stuff, you've been painting your canvas, you've been taking aligned actions towards your passions, you've been putting your manifestation. It's just trust the timing, that it doesn't happen overnight. It could be up to a year, 2 years, however long. But you have to be consistent, be patient with it, and trust, ride the wave, right? Just like the wave that you came on, the canal of birth, right? You came on a wave, being birthed into this world. Trust the wave that the universe, trust that the wave is coming in. You know what I mean? Like, just like the wave, when you see it coming from far, it's coming in before it reaches the shore, but you can see it coming. But in this case, even if you don't see it coming, your faith can tell you that it's coming. Your intuition is telling you that it's coming. So you're getting a feeling that it's coming. It's just that you teeter-totter on, is this really working? Is this not? Because we let our emotions get the best of us. So yeah, time's not running out. Just trust and have patience that everything that you desire, the apologies, the partner, the home, the career path, the mission that you're doing, like all of that is for a purpose. And everything that your heart desires is going to come in because you're planting the seeds to make it happen. You know, it's like you have your manifestations, but you got to do good deeds and be of service to this world for those manifestations to come into fruition. So yeah, I hope this helped, Divine Feminine, and you got something out of this message.